Let us do a quick recap of the number shape system. This system is used for any information you want to put in your long-term memory. It must have 5 keywords or more. In the next chapter, we will focus on the use of keywords. This system is also great if you need to remember information in chronological order. Steps in the application of the number shape system. 1. Know your system. You cannot use this system if you do not know it well. 2. Gather the new information you want to place in your long-term memory. Later on, you will be so good at this, you will look at the new information and quickly identify what system is best for these facts. Remember, we are not going to focus on one scientific learning system. We are going to use many different techniques. 3. Choose the keywords you need to use. Remember, keywords are like keys, unlocking whole sentences in your brain. Do not worry, if you do not know how to identify keywords, keep a lookout for the next video. I will explain the use of keywords in great detail in the next video. 4. Change your keywords into pictures in your mind or on paper if you work on a laptop. 5. We will then use the chain method or peg method to link the new information with the number shape system in your long-term memory. Let us recap on the chain method. The chain method is a powerful memorization technique where new information is chained to old or new information with the pivotal use of the story technique. For those of you who do not know the peg method, I will provide a brief explanation through the use of visualization. Picture yourself with an orange in the one hand and a knife in the other. Picture placing the orange on a counter, taking the knife and pegging it into the orange. Now, let us apply that to our studies. The orange is representative of the number shape system. The knife represents the new information and the story technique combined into one potent peg machine. You want to peg the new information into the number shape system, already in the long-term memory, shortening the whole process of memorization. You only have to repeat new information 2 to 3 times before you know it long-term if your stories are good. It sounds way more complicated than it is. If you were to get the 10 plagues to learn in sequence, how long will it take you to know that the 5th plague is murrain on cattle and that the 9th plague is darkness? How long will it take you to remember it in chronological order forever? With this system, you can do it in 10 minutes, repeat it tomorrow in 10 minutes, and never forget it. Let me explain. 6. Your main heading will form the topic of the stories you make. In this example, our main heading is the 10 plagues. Therefore, our topic will be about the 10 plagues in Egypt with the Egyptians and the Israelites, Moses and Pharaoh. You need to use the background information in your story. Why, may you ask? You are going to memorize a lot of information with many different learning systems. Following a topic ensures that you never get confused with your retrieval of information. Step 1. Do you know the number shape system? If your answer is no, stop here, go back to the previous video and make sure you know the system first. Step 2 and 3. Let us now gather the new information. We are looking at the 10 plagues from the Bible. I used a colorful highlighter for one keyword in each plague. Number 1, water turned into blood. Number 2, frogs. Number 3, lice. Number 4, flies. Number 5, murrain on cattle. Number 6, boils. Number 7, hail. Number 8, locusts. Number 9, darkness. Number 10, death of the firstborn. Step 4. Now change every keyword into a picture. Steps 5 and 6. Peg every new keyword to the correlating number in the number shape system through the use of the story technique. Plague number 1, water turned into blood. We need to peg the idea of water turning into the blood to number 1 in the number shaped system, paintbrush. How? We will use the story technique. Here goes. The Egyptian princess wants to paint today. She fetches water from the Nile only to find all the water turned into blood. She nearly faints because of the smell. You now pegged bloody water to the paintbrush. Tomorrow, when you review the plagues, you will see that your story will add in the rest of the information when you think of the paintbrush. Plague number 2, frogs. We need to peg the picture of a frog to number shape 2, which is the swan. The beautiful, white swan is very hungry. She sees a fat green frog and tries to swallow it. Too big. Too big. She yells. She spits out the frog, who jumps away singing happy days are here again. Suddenly there are frogs everywhere for her to pick and choose. This brings us to plague number 3, lice came from everywhere. It looked as if the dust turned into lice. We need to peg lice now to number 3 in our number shape system. Our picture of a heart now for the story. The fluffy heart pillow of the princess looks funny today. Is it moving? What is on it? Oh no. It is infested with lice. Plague number 4, Egypt was infested with flies. You have to peg flies to number 4 in the number shape system, which is our sailboat. Now you make a story. You will notice that if you make the story yourself, you will remember the work even better than using my silly stories. Pharaoh invented a sailboat. All goes well until the flies make holes in the sails. Now, the sailboat does not want to sail anymore. This brings us to the next plague, plague number 5, which is livestock got sick. You have to peg it to number 5 in the number shape system. Can you still remember number 5? It is horseshoe. Wow, this is an easy connotation. Animals wear horseshoes, and plague 5 is all about animals. Now for the story. Shame, all the animals of Pharaoh got very sick and died. Plague number 6, the Egyptians found really nasty boils all over their bodies. We now have to peg it to number 6 of the number shape system, golf or golf club. Now for our story. The princess was on her way to play golf where she saw her brother with huge boils on his body. She said they were as big as her golf balls. I would not want to hit them, though. Yuck. Plague number 7, Egypt was hit with humongous hail. We need to peg hail now to number 7 of the number shape system, the cliff. Yes. Now for the story. It was hailing, but only on the Egyptians. Pharaoh got mad. He climbed to the cliff top and tried to throw Moses with hail, but even that did not work. This brings us to plague number 8. Egypt was covered with devouring locusts. We need to peg locusts now to number 8 of the number shape system. Our beautiful snowman. Now for the story. My brother and I went to build a snowman. He forgot to bring the 3 buttons. Suddenly he saw locusts everywhere, grabbed 3 and used them as the buttons. What funny green moving buttons on the white snowman. This brings us to plague number 9. Darkness filled Egypt. We need to peg darkness to number 9 of the number shape system, our cat. Now for the story. Cats can see in darkness. The 9th plague did not affect them. This brings us to the last plague, plague number 10, death of the firstborn. This was the most devastating plague of all. We need to peg death of the firstborn to number 10 in the number shape system, our feet with the 10 toes. Now for the story, and let me remind you, the more gruesome the story, the better you will remember it. Also, if you make funny stories and laugh about it, you will remember better. Death came walking down the street. You could hear people yelling everywhere as he stepped on all the firstborns, crushing them. I believe you get the idea. You need to review this within 48 to 72 hours. After 1 or 2 more reviews, you will know the 10 plagues forever. In summary, the number shape system is my preferred system. I love to use it. It sounds cliché, but using scientific learning systems changed my life forever. My passion in life is to help others achieve their optimum potential. This system is one of the most effective ways of doing just that. I hope you enjoyed this video. You are now ready to apply the number shape system to your studies. Find information you have to know in sequence. Choose your keywords, peg them to the number shape system in your long-term memory, and let me know if it works for you or if I can be of any assistance. I will leave my details for you below. In the next video I will explain the use of keywords, and very soon there will be a video about proper goal setting. Like and subscribe to my channel if you do not want to miss out on any of the videos. Happy studies. Annie.